Hello, my name is John Carpenter. I'm the president of True Virtuoso Productions and a concert pianist. How do you do? Today's course is going to be Piano 101, or Pedaling 101, if you'll excuse me. Pedaling 101, where we are going to go into the beginnings of the art of pedaling. And I hope that this will be beneficial and enjoyable to you if you are a beginner on the pedal. So the first thing you should know about the pedal has to do with something called the damper, which sits inside the piano. The damper is a little thing that sits over on top of the string. Here is a little chart. There's the damper. That's the piece on top here that sits on top of the string and has some felt that holds the string quiet. When the hammer comes up, the key pushes also on the mechanism to push that little wire up, which puts that damper head up as well. And when that damper head goes up, then that opens up the string to sing. And so I will show you a damper. Inside the piano is a damper. I'll find a key. You see how they come up? So they come up off the string after the hammer, or when the hammer hits, and maybe slightly before the hammer hits, to come up and bring the string up. Now the pedal sits on the floor, and it is called the damper pedal most of the time in the United States. And it is the one on the far right. When I push that pedal, it brings up all the dampers in the whole piano, thusly. I push the damper. What am I pushing a bunch of notes to? It is lifting them all off the strings. That opens up the strings on all these dampers. Now if I yell into the piano with the pedal down, or if I sing into it, I produce overtones when I have the pedal down. When I produce sympathetic vibrations. Ah! Ah! Very cool and a little bit spooky. Now you put the foot on the the ball of the foot, I think, or a little bit of the toe, and I sort of squeeze the pedal to make it move. Now, how do we use the pedal? Well, let's take a brief demonstration. Just one little passage. I'll play its little arpeggio. So we had an arpeggio, and it disappeared. It's done. If I push the pedal down and I play the arpeggio, now it is no longer an arpeggio. What is it? It's a chord. So by pushing the pedal down, I can get a chord. Now, I also want to show you something about sympathetic vibration and the overtone series, but I'm not going to go into the overtone series. This is too short. I take the C here, I press the C down here and let it go. You can hear that one. That is a sympathetic vibration. If I go to the fifth, above it, you can also hear a sympathetic vibration. Okay. And that has to do with the lengths of the strings and the fact that they vibrate in certain fractals, and so forth and so on, that I'm not going to get in right now, but I'm going to do a demonstration now with the pedal and what it can do with a piece of music. And I've taken an old hymn tune, about 4 phrases of it, and I will show you the effect of the pedal, and we'll label what we hear. So here we go. Here's the pedal. Here's, first of all, no pedal. Now, if I wanted to take a whole lot of time, I could connect those melody notes without the pedal. But usually when you're playing hymns, you don't have a lot of time. So anyway, you connect it with the pedal. What kind of pedaling am I going to do? Now that was what we call dry, a dry sound, yes? No pedal. Now, here is one where I put the pedal down at the beginning and never take it up. Now you should hear that that's too wet. That is just, there's nothing that you can hear. There's nothing distinct. It's all wet. It's all heard like through a fog or a haze. It's just, so your ear should tell you that's too much pedal. So then you might say, okay, I will change the pedaling. I will change the pedal on each bass note when the bass note changes. So then if you did that with this piece, you would get something like this. Now when you get to here, that's probably the worst spot for the sound, because you're pedaling a diatonic line that's going down, and all the overtones are overlapping from the higher to the lower to the lower to the higher, and so it messes up those tones. Other places it's almost passable, but sometimes the harmonies change over the fundamental note, and so that doesn't necessarily apply. So I try a pedaling now where you just change every note. You can do that. Maybe that's a little much. I don't know. Then you think, try something artistic. Try to listen to yourself when you play and see what you think, where it should be changed. Sometimes, of course, I've forgotten to say it. Sometimes you don't need it at all. You can decide. You might come up with something like that. I prefer something like this. So anyway. So that's the pedal. And that is lesson 1. So the pedal is the soul of the piano, but use your ear to determine how that soul is going to be. And this is the shortest tape I've made so far. So pedaling 101B will be next. My name is John Carpenter, True Virtuoso, and I hope you've enjoyed our little beginner's lesson on pedaling. Bye.